Hey guys, it's Amanda. A lot of you guys read my question on Yahoo Answers where I kind of asked a question on like some questions for me to give you guys advice, because I made this new channel to really help like tweens and teens and adults like that have like questions and insecurities that they want answered or want advice from. And I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychiatrist, I can't like give you legal advice with that because I don't know. I'm not schooled in it. I just like helping people, and I really wanted to do this for you guys. And I ended up getting like a good amount of questions for the first time. So I'm going to go through those now. Let's see. The first question's from Sydney, and she said, I need more confidence, help, and she just has a really poor self-esteem and is really like insecure with herself. And my best advice for that is like you kind of have to become comfortable with yourself. And I know like a lot of people would be like, oh, like just you're confident, become confident, but it's like it's not that easy. I know in middle school I was bullied extremely bad. In high school it was on and off bullying, but not as bad as middle school. But either way, like I had really, really low self-esteem, and the way I became more confident with myself is kind of just getting to know who I really was and becoming the person I wanted to be. And then once I had friends that loved me for me, it kind of gave me the confidence that I needed and that I wanted to kind of like be happy with my life. So I would definitely say kind of become comfortable with yourself and kind of like get out of your comfort zone, because I feel like for me, I came out had my self-confidence grow when I came out and did things I would never normally do. So like if I saw like a random person, I would be like, hey, I'm Amanda, and just kind of introduce myself and be really nice and friendly, whereas normally I'd be like, oh, go to the corner, because I was really shy and wasn't comfortable. So that would probably be my best advice for that. The next question is from Mr. Jim, and he said, the best way to have a good time without taking your clothes off. And I feel like you really shouldn't be taking your clothes off if you don't love someone. And I feel like if you love someone, there's tons of things that you can do where you're having fun anyways. So like if you go golfing, mini golf or something, or a movie, like it's a fun time if you're with someone that makes it fun. So I feel like you shouldn't be just taking your clothes off for anyone anyways, unless you love them or you know them to where it's like you know you're ready for that. So I feel like you should be able to have fun before that step in your relationship or your life anyways. The next question is from Jeremy, and he said his best friend is nice to him, like to his face, but kind of mean like when she's with her friends, like if he's still there, and she kind of goes like ew and makes fun of him. And I think that's horrible. I think if you're friends with someone, you kind of have that trust and you build that trust, and you shouldn't break that by being rude and bullying them in front of their friends. And I feel like it's hard because you don't want to be like, you're hurting my feelings, because you want to look like the man, the macho man. So I would probably suggest just kind of being like, hey, if you want to be my friend, then you need to be nice to me in front of your friends, because I'm not going to accept that, because that's not cool. And then just kind of tell her that, and if she laughs it off and jokes it off, then obviously she's not a good enough friend, and you deserve a lot better. So I would recommend probably just talking to her first. Don't just kind of stop talking to her, because I know for me, like, I've been in a situation like that, and I just kind of ignored her and was like, well, I just won't talk to her then. And when you do that, you lose a friend that you could have really benefited from and had a good relationship with if you would have just talked to them, because they didn't know, they might not know it hurts your feelings. So I would just kind of say it like that and word it like that and kind of see where it goes, and I hope everything's alright and works out good with you guys. The next question is from Sarah, and she's 13, and she says she hates herself, and she's bullied all the time in school for being overweight, and she hates taking PE because everyone laughs at her in school and stuff. And girl, I've been there. It's horrible. It's the worst time of your life. You're 13, so you're in middle school, I'm assuming, and like I said earlier in this video, middle school is a living hell. It's honestly so horrible. Like some people like middle school. I thought it was terrible. I was like, it was horrible, and I was bullied all the time. And I feel like you're beautiful inside and out anyways. I feel like you shouldn't believe anyone that makes fun of you, anyone that calls you fat, anyone that does that, because I know it hurts, and I know for people that say, oh, just like blow it off, you can't. You'll be sitting there in math like, oh, thinking about it. You'll be taking a test and you'll be like, what is the chemistry? I don't know. He called me fat earlier today. Like, it's hard to forget something like that, and I know for me, like, that's, like, if someone said something about me, or even my family or friends, like, if someone said something to me that was hurtful, I never stopped thinking about it. I'm the kind of person that doesn't forget. I mean, I'm not like those people that are like 3 years ago you call it. It's not like that. But like, I remember for the rest of the day, and it is really hard, and it kind of ruins your day, and I feel like they shouldn't be bullying you, and you shouldn't worry about PE class, because girl, that was the worst class for me too. And once you get out of high school, I mean, you still have to take them in high school too, and take them in college, but I feel like it gets a lot better, and people like kind of see you trying and they're like, well, she's trying, you know what, like, awesome, you go, Glen Coco. They don't really think of it as like, that's the fat girl, except in middle school where people are really judgmental. Next question. The next question is from, or the last question for today, this video is gonna be from Juliet, and she's a transgender, and she's coming out to her family, and they kind of want to like spread the word higher up, like to the extended family and stuff, and she does have a husband. And my advice to you would be, I would just kind of stick with telling your mom and dad, and maybe your husband's mom and dad, because that's a really touchy subject, and you've already come so far, and like, I'm so proud of you for coming this far and like doing something that you really want. And I feel like it's already hard enough to kind of tell people, so I would just tell them and let it stay for that now, because it's a really hard subject and stuff. And then I would just kind of let them tell like the extended family, or you, to answer questions that they may have later on. But I'd get comfortable and just tell your mom and dad and stuff for now, answer their questions, feel more comfortable with yourself, and then go on and you could tell the extended family and answer their questions. But that's it for this video. I really hope you guys have a great weekend, or a great week, or whenever this goes up. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comment bar below. Thumbs up the video if it helped you at all, if I answered any of your questions, and I'll see you guys next time.